Yo, welcome to Banter Trimz. Happy New Year, everybody. How was everyone's Christmas?
It's
and
good.
New Year's?
It's good, you know.
Quiet, bro.
It's good.
Very quiet.
Anyone go out? Nah. Everyone
Nah.
stayed in, had a quiet one?
Well, I was up and down London
Yeah.
doing the family thing.
Okay.
West London.
Did
The big family team.
Yeah.
Did Arsenal lose during Christmas?
My mum for Christmas.
Did
What do you
Arsenal
have to eat? Turkey?
I'm on.
Nice.
Not, mate.
New Year's
Multiple
Eve,
meats
New Year's
and
Eve, I was in
that.
bed by half one.
I actually had fish. It's weird, isn't
Yeah.
it?
There was fish on the
Oh, well.
Half one.
Mm.
Adult still.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do we like turkey?
No, that's a dead meat, fam. It's a
Too
dry.
dry.
What about with gravy and...
Yeah, not the way.
Food for me, bro.
Not the way.
I mean, it's
God, loves a carvery, this one.
food for me, mate.
Oh yeah.
My mum tried to tell me she wasn't doing turkey last Christmas. Yeah, last Christmas. Now I get a reminder.
Yeah.
How was your New Year's though? How was your New Year's?
I was just with the family, man. I was just watching movies.
How was New Year's Day?
With the family again, watching movies, bro. Huh? Also,
I'm just checking how New Year's Day was. That's all I'm doing.
but just really quickly, I just want to talk about something funny because we've got a lot of football to talk about here. Did anyone hear about this woman that was selling her farts?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was disgusting, man.
I think if you
So
can get the
basically-
work, you do
Basically-
that, mate.
It's only-
Basically, a woman is farting, putting it in a jar, and selling it.
Yeah, she went to hospital for.
But she got hospitalised.
What?
Farting too many times.
Farting too many
mate.
times.
Was she like a reality TV star or something? And she was eating all these gassy foods.
I'm not sure if she's reality, but
How much was she selling it for? What kind of value?
She was making like 40
she's
grand.
making about 40 grand.
a month for a week or
Yeah,
something.
something
For
like
only fans or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
And we're sitting here condoning it. Are we looking down on that? No.
Oh, we're talking about it. It's funny.
Do you know what it is? I'm assuming her core audience market were male.
Oh,
That shows you
100%.
how sad men are sometimes.
Yeah.
bro.
I'm telling you.
That we're willing to put money into these people's pockets.
To make them make 40 grand a week.
Just for farting in a jar.
But then there's people that are doing really important jobs that are getting underpaid, like
Yeah.
care home workers and that.
Yeah.
They'll pay a woman to the tune of 40 grand a week. for a
Doing
month
things in the
to
community
set
for
up- to
knife
set up
crime.
her parts.
It's a joke.
People doing things in the community for knife crime. You know?
Not getting the love they
Not getting the
deserve.
love
I
they
know
deserve.
Tottenham. What a club! What a club!
Being an
That
Arsenal fan
Tottenham.
is yeah.
Imagine being picked again by your greatest rivals.
This guy's a joke, you know. Alright, so let's get on to the football. There's only one place to start, which is Man United 0, Wolves 1.
But before we start, I don't mind talking about Man United, but there was other games before that game, right?
You can't tell him how to.
This is where we're starting.
I'm just asking.
Hold your call.
Yeah, 100%.
I swear,
Yes, please. Please.
Alright, cool. Let's start
But
then.
Big Mac, God, what you saying to me, bro? Like Ralph has come in. Your sidekick Duke had a lot. He had a lot to say.
First off, I'm
You
no
know,
one's
Ralph is
sidekick.
here.
There's no
Never been a sidekick.
BMW.
There's no-
German BMW.
John, can I?
Everything's gonna be all right now. We're back in the game. We're back.
So all I can just say is before we transition on quickly, is Man United as a team are adjusting to a new manager's style. What's wrong with you?
Just speak a bit
Oh, you're
louder,
right.
Mike. Just speak a bit louder.
Alright, cool. Man United as a team are adjusting to a new manager's style.
Okay.
Some days it works, some days it doesn't work.
Ask him then.
Marco's spitting
Wait,
out.
Laugh.
Marco's spitting out.
Can you let him finish? Can you let Big Man Mike finish?
I don't know what's happened, but you're making my uncle spit. I don't know what it was.
I
So
think he just means all the time is not working. Dude.
no, it does work still.
Different points of view. That's why it's good to have
Because he came in charge in December. The month he's not really been in charge over 2 months.
When did Conte get to Spurs?
December, late November.
How they doing?
They're doing alright.
You lost any game?
I don't know.
Not in the league, yeah.
I don't.
It depends who you ask, because if you ask Conte, I'm not sure if he recognises he's actually still the manager of Tottenham. So I don't know if we're not picking that part up. But he had a recent interview where he kind of discredits Tottenham and disassociates himself being the Tottenham manager and Tottenham being on his level. Not the Tottenham manager, sorry, but Tottenham being on his level
As
or
a
being
club.
a big
No
club.
one cares to talk about Man
Sorry.
Wolves.
Okay.
Sometimes
So I've
the
got actually
truth is,
distracted.
it's not
But
entertaining.
yeah, Man United are not the team. Wolves are a decent team. They're okay team. So we struggled against Wolves and we lost. That's it. We wasn't a better team. That's it. There has been times where Arsenal have not been a better team, like on January the 1st. They weren't a better team.
Do you know Wolves?
We were a better team.
What on January the 1st?
We were a better team.
But did you win?
Oh no, you said we weren't a better team.
Okay, but you
We weren't
didn't.
a better team.
Okay, you didn't let me finish. We weren't.
Where was that game?
What was what game?
The Wolves game. Where was it?
Was that Wolves?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, was at Old Trafford. Okay. Alright.
Listen, alright, calm down.
Why are we digressing?
Marcus, come on.
Why are we digressing where it was like we lost? Okay, move on to the next. Like, yeah, that's
There
it.
you go now. We don't just move on. Yeah, go on.
But at the end of the day,
Speak up. Yeah.
at the end of the day, the loss was coming. I think even United fans are honest with themselves. They weren't in particularly good form anyway. So they were going to buck a team, and they were going to, even if they were the better team on the day, I think they probably knew that they might even dominate their opponents to still end up on the wrong end of the result. And it just happened that the Wolves game. It's not. I don't think anyone should really be surprised. If you want to say it's because you're going through a transition, whatever.
I've not used that word once. I'm just letting you know.
I'm talking in general. No, I'm not accusing anyone. If you want to say it's transition, new manager, blah blah blah, whatever. But I think we knew, just the eye test alone, this was likely to happen. Yep. That's all. That's what I was saying. Not digging out no one here. I don't think anyone can really be surprised.
Go on, G.
And saying that, you're right, anyone's surprised. That's kind of Man United level. That's kind of like where they are. You know what I mean? Wolves, it's a struggle. And then you lose at home to them. So it's kind of, and they're 8th in the league.
Oof.
8th, what's that? No, they're not.
Yo, clear on cutting, please. Cut his cheek.
But you know the funny thing is, Mark, yeah, is they've got like the second worst attack in the league.
I didn't realise you're ginger. I didn't realise that. Oh, it's nice.
What was that?
I said Wolves, yeah.
Second.
Although they're 8th in the league, they've got like the second worst attack in the league, yeah. But they've got like the second best defence in the league as well.
So they got Old Trafford and score.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
No. And to defend the 1-0 lead, which to be fair, I know this is coming, so I'm going to preempt. We don't seem to be able to at the moment. But I'm sure we're going to get on to that at some point.
Can I go now? Oh, can I?
Yeah, go.
That was absolute nonsense by all of you. Other than Big Man Mike, but the rest of them definitely nonsense. Wolves were not that great of a team. We're all overhyping it now. Wolves came, they parked the bus, and they hit us on a counter-attack. They scored an opportunity they had, which is fine, that's football. We missed an opportunity that would have blatantly changed the game, and we probably go on to win the game. In regards to the players not, what was the question again? Not be, actually that was a previous conversation.
Your
Not
system.
respond. To the system. It's time. Like I keep saying, when Klopp came to Liverpool, it took him a little while to get his philosophy
3 seasons.
over to the players to adjust to and be able to execute his plan. It didn't come after. Wait. I let everyone talk. I let everyone talk. I sat down.
What you said is correct. See, the problem is Mike's interjecting with nonsense.
What nonsense was
He
that,
never
James?
took Klopp 3 seasons to do anything.
Okay, 2.5 seasons.
No.
How many seasons?
I'm sorry to cut you, he's
Can we get a yellow card for it? Because now I've been cut. I thought the cards were to control the players here.
I'm just saying.
Gotta be a stronger ref.
You've
That's
been
what I'm saying.
a real Man United player.
What
Trying to
Mike
put
is saying
pressure on
is
the ref.
incorrect. He came in January, we sucked. I think we finished 7th or 8th.
You sucked.
When he had a pre-season, the next season, we automatically returned to Europe. Yeah? And then after that, it got better and better and better.
Right.
We won the Champions League.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what?
Sorry to cut
All right.
you.
Thank you very much. Did he just apologise to me? I'll take that.
Why wouldn't I?
No, right. You know, I haven't had it regular. You know, so sometimes it surprises me.
There's not many opportunities.
Well, you know, it depends on where you sit on the. So, as I was saying, it takes time to adjust and to get, especially the heavy kind of football that's being asked. Now, Manchester United players for the last 3 seasons, easily, in fact 4, when you look at Mourinho's tenure, we have played park the bus football, get back into a shape, and it's always been about counter-attacking. That's why when we come up against possession-based teams,
Low blocks.
we struggle.
Low blocks.
And even teams that give us the ball and tell us to break them down, we struggle because that's not our game. He is now trying to get us to tactically press the ball, be better, getting the ball back, then create situations 10 seconds after he's got the ball back in order to get up the field and attack. This is a lot of it sounds easy in theory, but this takes time to implement and get everyone.
And clientele. They're not up to a fitness level to do it, I don't think.
No,
First of all, can I finish? Can I get a go? I like this. This is definitely me. 22, okay. So therefore, going back to what Mark said as well, which is a valid point, we do not have the clientele to do it. But that doesn't change the fact that's what we've got to do because it's a philosophy. It's what the club should now look to aspire to throughout the system, from the kids right the way up. So when someone comes through, you know what the idea of the club is when you come to Man United, if that makes sense.
What do you mean? So
it's a painful, at the minute, it's a painful.
The main 11 should understand the system.
Well, it's no. What?
So when players come in and
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, you could use it for personal example. Yes,
But it's like City though. City, there's a lot of rotation. Yeah.
Arsenal.
No.
You're reaching.
What goals in Ronaldo?
But go on anyway.
Has he?
Based on what you said,
I don't know. I'm trusting.
based on what you said now and what we said off camera, anything, I mean, this is a serious question. You know this temporary interim manager role? Do you think he's real or do you think he's just managing?
No, I think he's. I think it. You know what?
Sorry to cut you. Based on what you're saying, I don't see the point of him trying to implement.
I totally agree, and this is what I said. This is what I said. It doesn't make sense. I think it's a get out of jail clause for United.
For everybody.
Well, yeah, okay, everyone, but I think it's more United because Ranić wants to be there. But the thing is, with United, I don't know who's making these decisions. This is a long-term project. This isn't 6 months. This is 2-3 years, and then we can kind of So therefore, to say, I don't know if Man United, and I really hope not, if we don't weirdly make top 4, they're going to look at him and put him as the problem and say, well, we want a new manager. I can't see why that would be, that would make sense. But if it happens, then I ain't really got an answer, if I'm being honest. But going back to the initial question, this is why I don't think he is going to be an interim manager. I think this is the long run, but it's just...
Because the more you talk, and sometimes you do talk sense.
Oh my!
I do think. He said something off camera now. I don't think he's really interim manager, bro. I think they just said that.
Yeah,
I think he'll probably be your manager now.
And this is what I've been gearing towards.
Going forward.
Yeah, and this is what I've been gearing. Even I'll say now, if it doesn't work, then he's got to go like the rest of them. Look.
And then you've got plausible denial. He was only interim anyway.
No, I won't say that.
Not you,
yeah, but that's what you know. Yeah.
Man United is interim.
That's
but in reality, the more you talk, you actually put forth quite a compelling argument for me to believe.
Thank you, Rob. All you had to do was just listen in the first place. That's what it was.
So in the weekend, some reports of discontent within. I think there's a couple of newspapers. There was a Indian brother does the transfer at Sky Sports.
Yeah.
He did you see what he was saying? He said that he's sourced been told that they're not in it with him.
No, certain clips. Wasn't it certain clips are not in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's my problem with that. What does that mean? Certain clips right now, there's a whole heap of players who knows have been disjointed. Yeah,
on one side,
but even so,
then Rashford, Green,
and then you got what? But even so, that's not really what I'm more saying. If you've got disgruntled players that are not getting in. Like, for example, let's look at players like Martial and Lingard. These players technically want to stay at United, but their biggest issue is that they're not getting...
Martial,
Yeah, but why doesn't he want to stay at United? Because he's not getting game time. And it's the same as Lingard. So when you look at... When you look at those kind of motives... When you look at those kind of motives, you can see why these players are going to have a problem with Ranić, because he's not playing them or giving them a chance.
He said that you get into this kind of player when they're not playing. When they're not being
Exactly.
Yeah.
This happens at Liverpool, you know. This happens at Man City. The problem is, because they're winning, this doesn't get leaked.
We all agree. Again.
Hold on. Mark has asked me a question, and I just asked.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Again.
Okay, but you don't have to interrupt. Agree after. Let me finish.
Juice in his bag, boy.
Well, you know, I just try to do what I can do when I can do it.
So is that not a problem for you?
No, it's not. This is a part of football. This is management that Ranić has to do, because this is something that happens all the time.
Right. Here we go. So that's management. So
Yeah.
the likes of Divock Origi. Remember, he comes and he sorts us out, and you ever heard him out. The likes of Fabinho.
Yeah.
So he's not getting played.
Brothers coming.
Yeah.
You don't hear they got rights.
Yeah.
He's got rights to make up noise, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take my place. It's us here up front. You don't, and that's, you know, and they're being managed. Let's go. Sorry.
Here's the problem. United for the last, probably since Fergie has left, if you really look at it and look back on it, yeah, in the last 10 years, everything technically gets, a lot of stuff gets leaked supposedly from United. Whether it's true or not, that's a different debate. But there's a continuous leaking stuff consistently of United. Look back on it, everything gets leaked. But then you now think, why is everything always leaked from United? Because it doesn't happen at Liverpool, it doesn't happen at Chelsea, it doesn't happen at City. But my theory on it is, because Man United own literally English football, it makes such big news that a lot of people win from it. So you get the fake news, you get sure.
Why do you not own?
Because you only talk about us. I mean, you don't live for us. You're the other side. You're the number for us. It's Man United, then the rest of the league. That's what it is.
Why do you own the league?
Because there was a period of undeniable domination for my team.
We're talking about the 13 titles.
13 Premier League
13 titles along with the European. Let's not discount the. You
No, we're
know.
talking about the Premier League.
There's no point. Don't put your hand up. No one won't see it.
No, you know what, yeah? There was a period for you lot, but there is no more period.
But that period has sustained us to now say we can now look down on you lot and made the Premier League what it is today. But we can still look down on you.
You're not looking down on us though. You're looking up at us.
Okay.
You're looking up at us.
Can I give you the truth about the Duke spin?
Yeah.
The reality situation is you're the flavour of the month in terms of bagging on a team. It was Arsenal for a minute. They're getting their house in order. Yeah.
Why?
It's kind of set.
Wouldn't call it a
Now
house.
they're picking on you.
Wouldn't call it a house.
When it hits the fan at some point, it might not be now, but it'll be in the future for Liverpool. The media, because it's the media, will zero in on us.
He's future-proofing now.
Yeah.
I like what he's doing now.
It's the
He's
truth, bro. It's
future-proofing.
the truth. We've all been there, bro.
We've all been there, mate.
We've all been there. All these leaks.
Well, anyway, these leaks, going back to the original question, these leaks are coming out because Man United are a big deal and people want to hear about it. When it's someone else, no one could give a toss. No one cares.
No one cares about leaks from Man City because Man City is killing everything.
My
no
point.
one cares about leaks from Liverpool.
There you go. I'm just here to answer the question with the truth.
Arsenal was starting to move in the right direction. It's boring now. You're the
You are now the joke of the league.
Yeah. And it's not,
Slow down.
No, calm down.
It's not even a diss, bro. The media have assigned you as the banter club of Premier League football.
Because remember, your Christmas went 1-1 Newcastle, 3-1 Burnley, and then 1-0.
Yeah, they think
Sorry,
Is that a bad Christmas? Really?
Yeah.
Why is that a bad Christmas?
So you got what?
Newcastle, Burnley, and Wolves. That's 9 points.
And you got 4 out of it.
I don't know, but under the circumstances, I don't think that's a bad
What's the
Christmas.
circumstance?
The circumstances, we've just got a new manager in. We're at, we've got COVID situation.
No.
It's a fact. Am I lying?
Everyone's dealing with the COVID.
Okay, but it's still part of the
They didn't have
circumstances.
a
Isn't it?
manager on the sideline.
It's still a part of the circumstances.
Chelsea.
But they lost.
2-2.
Oh, so I mean they dropped points. So they lost points.
Who's
So.
managing Liverpool tomorrow?
They were up
Because
2-0.
What's his
See,
name?
what our manager, our assistant, wow.
Listen, let's not forget you were 2-0 up and drew. That is down as a loss, really, because you've lost points. Let's
We'll
be
go
honest.
on to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I don't wanna. I've got energy for that. Yeah, you're right. So, like I was saying, so there's COVID-related issues. There's a fractured dressing room if reports are to
Listen,
believe.
Ronaldo's badding up that dressing room.
If reports are to be believed.
Because Randy made him do the bleep test or something.
Can I
He had
get?
to run. That's what he is.
Why is everyone jumping on me today? I have been very patient.
You see how?
today.
You see how much time they spend on United right now? You know, not on other teams. It's just disgraceful.
Because we haven't got to
We're
the
on the
other
first
teams
topic of today's.
We're talking about 1-0 Man United Wolves. We're just digressing into all this kind of stuff.
Because this is part of it.
I don't know if it's the beating stick or if it's the stick that everyone knows.
Because apparently they're saying, well, was it who came out and said when Ronaldo was at Juventus, he just came and changed the whole. If the cycle was going this way, Ronaldo came and started going that way. Now he's at Man United. You were happy when he came.
Still up.
Steven, remember?
So what are you saying?
Top goal scorer.
Are you saying Ronaldo's a poison? Is that what you're saying, basically?
No, mate.
100%. 100%.
No, he's not. He's not a poison.
He is.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
No, we know he's a winner.
So
But that attitude. I mean, look at Greenwood, for instance. Yeah, first game of the league, he scored.
Greenwood is trash.
Yes, it's overrated.
Greenwood is trash.
It's not trash,
Even
but it's overrated.
He is trash.
He's overrated.
Now Greenwood.
You see?
I'll take Greenwood.
You see the problem? You see the problem? You see the problem with Greenwood, right? Greenwood hasn't got any vision. When he's meant to pass, he doesn't pass. He thinks he can shoot everything.
Yeah.
He thinks he can shoot.
And that's true.
Yes, he's a striker.
There's points that you should. Listen, when you watch him live, I swear to you, he's lashing shots. You're not. They can't teach you on that training. They're not telling you to do that. He'll be at a point where the angle's not there. The keeper is on his line. You're not going to score. He will lash it.
Thank you, Unks.
Yeah, that is all of Man United.
Ronaldo
done it.
Cavani
done it.
Cavani will just shoot.
Rashford. Greenwood is the most talented player in that team. Left or right foot, he's the most talented player in that team.
So that's why it's funny when I hear it's
And remember, he's a striker. He's not a winger. He's a real striker.
But he's not. His hold-up play is not. It's
No,
back to goal. He can be. I'll be honest. Him receiving his ball, but that's what we need to do.
Right.
They don't do that anymore.
No, Lukaku don't do it. Back to goal, he's terrible. But he remember Lukaku or back to goal is good. Holding on the ball.
That's what he's back to go on the last defender. That's what he does.
You are crazy. That's the reason why we've got rid of him, because he ain't getting on touch. No. Lukaku was getting played through balls at Everton where he was running onto. That's why he was scoring the goals. Chelsea are asking him to play hold up now. He can't do it. He's not that player. So on that note, if you want to use Lukaku, that's not what Lukaku's. Listen,
Greenwood wants to run onto the ball.
No, Greenwood wants to pull at his feet. That's the problem. And the thing is, he drops so far at times. He's not in a position to affect a proper goal scoring opportunity. He will be halfway. Not even that he's halfway on the wing. But there's times where he can slip in a ball and he's lashing shots.
He needs to give back that 11 shirt. He needs to drop it still. He can't.
If you look at the season, Unks, am I lying? Didn't he start well?
Yeah,
We thought that this was going to be the season.
Listen, he started.
What happened? Ronaldo arrived.
And to be fair,
You not said that he's going to mirror. If he mirrors Ronaldo, he'll be all of this. But I said that to no, I don't. He didn't. I don't think he was. I don't think he said that. I don't know if he said that. That's a lie. I don't think it is. I don't think he has. I think he's got a winner's mentality.
Who came out and said it? Was it the goalkeeper?
it was a goalkeeper.
It was Bonucci. Was it Bonucci? Bonucci, yeah, the defender.
Two people have come out.
For me, Ronaldo is a winner. To losers, to not losers, to people that are not at that quiet mentality, it's a problem. I see it because he's on you. He's going to be on you. So I get that. If you're not mentally strong to understand where he's coming
You
from.
just hit the nail on the head before we kicked off.
What's that?
This generation, I'm not. They're not key.
Okay, I totally agree. I totally agree. But I'm just giving. I'm just telling you.
Mental health.
I'm just telling you.
Real mental
I'm
health.
just telling you. I totally agree, but I'm just telling you, innit? This is when you now say.
Remember, Ronaldo's from that class.
I get that. But when you now say, oh, you know,
getting in his car and crying, bro. I looked up to this brother. I was so happy he's coming.
And I said this.
That's cool. But the problem that is, and what I think it is a problem for United. You got to remember in Italy and Juve in particular, they're the type of club they criticise you for everything. If you miss that chance in Italian football, you're meant to be tucking them chances because they're very technical in Italy.
Yeah.
So, but maybe not United players or in England that they should be. It might be there a bit soft, but in Italian football, the critique that Ronaldo you would expect Ronaldo to be giving them shouldn't be a problem. For them to moan, it must have been a lot, bro. It must have been a lot.
You have to remember, this is an elite person here, one of the GOATs of all time, isn't it? His mentality isn't going to be on par with everyone else, and if that's the problem, that's the problem.
You are right, but he needs to understand that he's coming to a team that it's not your Madrids and that lot, and he needs to guide them. He needs to guide the likes of Greenwood and that lot.
But don't you see? This is how he's guided.
He doesn't take sometimes the onus when he misses. He needs to take the onus on that and say, you know what? Sorry, lads, this and that. I should have passed it. I should have done this. I should have done that.
I think that's hard to say because we don't know. How do you, like, in a changing room, he might say, look, I fucked up, I'm sorry, or, you know, what. My problem is, I think all of this is coming from, like, when you see, like, for example, Scott McTominay loses the ball on such basic passing. Now, I can only assume if I'm playing, 1 or 2 times is fine. When you're seeing this consistently happening and then we're dropping points, for me, it's going to start grinding on me and it's going to start being a problem to the point where I have to say, look, sort your 8 to 10 yard passing out. What's going on? You're a professional elite footballer playing at Manchester United. But then he might be like, you know what? I don't like the way you're talking to me. My social media manager don't talk to me like that. I'm Scott McTominay. So that's where you have the problem.
And that's the problem with Ronaldo. Remember, he's from the old school, Man United. So coming back to Man United, he must be like, what's going on there?
So you know about Ronaldo, and this, to be fair, this kind of reinforces your point. Ronaldo comes from that generation. And when he first came United, he was doing too many step overs.
Man was on him.
Like Alex was like, you do that again, and I'm gonna punch you up.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
From that,
You're getting another hairdresser.
I read someone once with him, and now though, he said he used to have a bet with Alex every year, like how much goals he can score, how much assists he can.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, so he would.
You not read that? You not read that?
It's an incentive where it's like, and it makes you feel like you're the man that's got a relationship as well. And like you said, there's no Roy Keane in that.
Yeah. So there's the banner, but there's also that relationship there. So Alex will blast him when he needs to, but I also let him know, no, actually, we can have that.
I'm going to be honest. I think come the sort of like the 2006 period, I don't think Alex was blasting because you've got to remember when Van Nistelrooy left because the relationship with Ronaldo and Rooney with Alex was a bit too strong for his liking. He didn't like that he would side with him.
But Alex was smart. Alex waited until he had a player, then he blasted him. So people like Rooney and that lot, he never had the player to replace him. But as soon as they got a player to replace him and that lot, it was like, yeah, it's about your business. I don't need you. And that's what Alex, that's the type of Alex, manager Alex was.
Right, and even the league is different. You've got to remember, did you see how happy Lennon and Ronaldo was when they having a little chat the other day in the Burnley game?
Yeah,
that's one of the only players that are still around from the first one. It's a whole new league. It's a whole. Do you know what I mean?
That's a really good point. You know, so, it is like I didn't even realise
that
he was still playing football, bro.
And to me, Ronaldo should be playing out on the left. He should be playing right.
But then you want them big chances to fall to him of anyone.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're not giving Cavani those. Cavani would bang those chances as well. And he's not getting enough game time. Now he's playing next to him. I think he's kind of, am I going for this or is Ronaldo?
Who's going, who's dropping?
No point about it, there's no doubt about it, but Ronaldo needs to be coming in from the left.
And if you're going to play Ronaldo and Cavani you need width. Balls need to be getting crossed in. Wan-Bissaka's not really a good crosser.
Totally agree.
Luke Shaw's not really getting up
I'll
there.
tell you what Rangnick done. He's a lot is better than
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
intelligence.
I think after a while we'll see the change.
I think, yeah, definitely. You have to remember, I think it's what you said about, someone said something about United not having the personnel. This is a massive problem because the system that we're trying to play, especially attacking, relies on wingbacks. That's the reality.
I was just like, I said, when you say the lot's better than Wan-Bissaka, you don't mean from, okay.
100% going for. I would even say now, even defensively, what it is, Wan-Bissaka one-on-one can't talk to him. But positionally, knowing your position, he's just all over the place, and he's not getting any better with it. And that's the scary part. So on that note, I think if we get two right and left backs that are seriously high quality, again that changes the scope of things. 100%.
And if he's allowed to do his job, he will find through that little gem.
100. We'll get gems all over the place.
Tsimikas for us, he cost us like 11 million. I think he's a really very good left back.
Did you see the Swindon left back? Did you watch the game yesterday?
No.
The amount of times that right back at Swindon put the ball through, what's the striker? The Brazilian striker. Jesus. The amount of times the guy put through things and left him and gone. I was like, this guy just needs to go into a better team and be trained up.
But that's the game now, though. That's the game. If you look at assists, you're looking at Trent, you're looking at Robinson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're looking at the right backs and left backs now more than anything.
No, they're wing backs now.
That's
wing backs. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look at my man. Is it Cancelo at Man City?
See, yeah, beast.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on. The AFCON, is it starting tomorrow?
Yeah,
African Cup of Nations.
I'm supporting Egypt.
No, next week. I didn't have enough time this week. Sorry. We're gonna get all the teams, put names in a hat, and everyone will pick a team.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But who do we think our favourites win? I think is it Algeria on the last one?
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm hoping Senegal and Egypt go out of the group stage first.
Senegal, I think Senegal will be. They'll be back home before the planes warm. But Salah, he's staying out there for the long haul. Let's hope.
The sad thing is, I reckon Egypt will get knockout stages.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I so hope I'm wrong though.
Well,
in the last one, they got knocked out in the last 16, didn't they?
Yeah, but still,
that's knockout stages though.
I want you guys to make it to the final.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I want Egypt to make it to the final and lose in the final. Makes sense to be easier.
why?
Salah's not
I
available.
want
this
D-Box to have a real run in the team.
But I'm going to ask it now. Who was the best player of 2021?
That's a good question still.
For me, Lewandowski.
Yeah, there's only 2 Lewandowski.
Are we saying in the world or in the Prem?
No. Just the best.
So Ballon d'Or.
Lewandowski.
Or Salah.
I
It's
think
only two.
Lewandowski was
There's only 2.
That's it.
Yeah. Lewandowski was
Messi don't even come in the
Messi don't come in.
Even though they won the Ballon
You go
d'Or.
Lewandowski because he got like 67 goals.
Yeah, that's it.
I go Lewandowski, but I think Foden.
Sorry. I wanted to just ask about the disrespect from the clubs about players going to the AFCON.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Watford
cheeky still.
have refused to release Dennis.
Oh, is it?
For Nigeria.
Yeah, but that was Nigeria's fault though. Like it was. Like the disrespect in general was out of order. But Nigeria effed up majorly. But they just played into Watford's hands if anything.
What happened?
Because you have to register, you have to submit a request to the club by a certain date.
Yeah, by a certain
and
date.
Nigeria didn't do it. You know what I mean? So the disrespect is there, don't get me wrong. But
It's kind of played into that, yeah.
Because these clubs can bitch and moan all they want, but ultimately it's a major tournament and I have to respect it.
Yeah,
So you have to do everything in your power.
Just like the Euros, just like the Copa America. It's a major tournament.
Me personally, Wes, you're going on about disrespecting African Cup of Nations and all that. To be quite honest, I'm not for international football anyway.
I'm not.
I hate international football.
So do I.
I don't like it.
So I think the way it breaks up the season,
It's just stupid.
even though sometimes you do feel like, if a team's going through a bad time,
you
do feel like the break is needed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they go away and they get injured, then, do you know what I mean? It's even worse.
So have you been in that position where your team has been, and the break was needed?
Arsenal been in that position loads of times.
Loads.
But you can't wait for that break.
God, like season
But
after
on the
season.
flip side, you're on fire, and the international break matches it up.
Yeah.
Piss.
That's what I'm saying.
Piss. Oh, but have you been in that scenario?
Yes, we
You
have.
got some players.
Has it been loads of times though? Has it been loads of...
How many?
Remember, we only get 2 international breaks in the season.
How many players are missing from Arsenal for AFCON? It's just Aubameyang and Aubameyang. Well, Aubameyang wasn't. Aubameyang's not really counted though.
You said players. He's still registered at
It's
Arsenal.
not really.
Pepe is he African? Oh, Russian, yeah. Oh, Africa. Oh. Why do I think he was...
Oh, you actually get games. You actually get. You actually be
You get
fit.
confused, look, there's so many French Africans that play for France.
Yeah.
Like, the AFCON could be such a great tournament if the players actually playing
From
for
that
you know what I'm saying?
But then you could almost have that argument, would we have seen Zidane? Because Zidane...
Like, he's Algerian, isn't
Yeah, Algerian, yeah. He would have had those
Not
great
back then.
moments.
Maybe not back then, no.
Yeah, okay.
So, on to the next thing. I just wanted to say, what was it? Oh, Chelsea, Liverpool, man. What a game!
What a game!
What a game.
What a game!
Not saying so much for the end-to-end stuff and the press period and everything was good.
That was a really good game though.
Really good game.
I would have thought
We're
Chelsea would have...
neutral.
I would
Yeah,
have
for
thought
the neutral.
Yeah, for me and you, Rob, we went very
Chelsea, phenomenal.
I didn't expect that.
Didn't expect
I didn't expect that.
They done a Klopp on Klopp, while Klopp wasn't even there.
I said they did a crop on
But the thing is, though,
Rob, your face.
one
One day we gotta have an edit of everyone when they get sprayed.
In slow-mo as well.
Got to.
Well, my editing, mine is the worst.
Bro, but I sent you one time, remember?
Yeah.
I just sent him, I was watching it. I said, no, I'm gonna send this to Rob.
Like, wow.
You man were down to 10 men, innit?
No,
Oh no, that was you, man. Sorry.
this like real talk. That was terrible by us. Listen, first half,
I'll take a drink.
majority of the first half, we were so clinical. Yeah,
Yeah,
we looked good.
really
As soon as we let that as soon as Milner conceded that foul,
That free kick.
I just had a vibe,
Yeah.
and we bottled that game. I'm not gonna front. We bottled.
What was the
that
score
game.
again?
It was 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Sorry to cut you. I never felt we was going to lose that game at any point. I was confident enough, but we bottled that game. I can't front.
I thought you was actually going to lose it.
I did.
Actually, didn't they miss like a very good opportunity? Like not towards the end, like sort of like 80th minute. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
no, but we will concede
Oh,
chances.
the word, Werner, when he tried to lob it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. Once he,
when
he
you-
was clean by himself.
But
And
it was
he-
Werner
he-
though. This is my point. If it
Yeah.
was someone else, you're like, oh, yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you see his team, you're like, oh.
Yeah, but he's clean by himself.
But he's done that before, bro. This is the
He
thing.
does that every week.
Yeah, like, I'm not like I just didn't feel we would lose that game.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. At 2-0, I was thinking, come on. Even if it ends up being 2-1, but when we conceded just before half time, I think they're gonna score again. We've given the momentum back to them.
Yeah,
At the
you
worst
felt
time.
the momentum shift.
And it was
It's
such
weird
a
because for me, I thought the whole game was Chelsea's. Even them going 2-0 up, it was like just based on their mistakes from what I saw.
I don't want on that performance. I don't
Oh,
really.
yeah,
But
but
Mane
I don't
made a
really-
mistake.
It's
Well,
terrible.
look, with Salah, though, it was the initial allowing him to turn. Because that's what it is with Salah. If you allow him to get into certain situations, he can, run
Yeah,
past
but do you know what it is?
And that was the
It was
part
the
I thought
pass
he
as
was-
well, though. The pass killed them. To be
Yeah.
fair.
you. What, to Salah?
Yeah, for his
Salah-
start.
Trent pass
Yeah,
over
the
the top.
Trent part was
Yeah.
nuts. That's what killed them.
Yeah, but
No,
yeah,
but they were
but
still in a position to defend it because he came
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah, but the
It
problem
was
is the
the
problem.
the problem was Salah got second guessed on 2 occasions, thinking that he was going to go on his left, and he didn't. Both times. He went on his
Yeah, I'll
right.
give you that. But what I'm saying is, the pass opened
The pass was good,
opportunity.
but it was still there to be
Yeah.
defended. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a pass where that was it. The game.
yeah,
that was totally
it
done.
was because he done it in the box. And
Yeah,
all
he
had
done
to
it,
do
and
really
he
was
done the
stand up.
keeper.
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
needed
yeah.
to stand
Yeah,
up.
he just
yeah.
and he done the keeper. The same thing.
I don't know what the keeper was doing.
He
He
was
gave him the
standing
eyes,
there.
the keeper, and he just put it over him.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he just
that's what
needed
he's
to
doing.
stand up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're 100%. If he stands up, that's not a goal.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I mean.
Like,
He gave him the eyes, and he just.
This is where I go back
You know
down
what to
to.
finish, I can't not finish.
Yeah,
I'm
Take
not
already.
because to be fair, it was a good goal in the sense because it wasn't expected. He went against what he would normally
Yeah,
do.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
On the left, which is fine. I'll give You know, something for that. That's fine.
That's like
That's
giving
as
him
good as
praise
it's
to
getting,
the year for Salah.
That's
But
gold.
For me, it was a gift from. That's mistakes now.
But that's football though.
I totally agree, but again, I didn't feel Chelsea were too. You know, sometimes you play against Liverpool, you go 2-0 down, and the game literally feels like it's in their hands.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
you would
there
know.
to give
You
away.
lost 5-0 to us.
No, I didn't. Ollie did. But with Chelsea,
Checkmate.
You keep the same energy. I love
It
that.
didn't feel that. It still felt there was.
You know,
a
I could get. He didn't feel like. Don't get me wrong. We were just clinical when we
Yeah,
needed to
but
be.
you had to
It didn't feel like Liverpool are
On it,
legitimately
Yeah,
too like
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea were playing well.
yeah,
100%.
No, he's right. It didn't feel like.
Yeah, it was just we took our both our chances.
It's end to end.
yeah.
End to
Mad
end.
game.
Even the Salah chance where he saw Mendy off the line. He just
Oh, he
tried
tried
to
to
get
get
him
him,
off.
yeah.
Where he
In the
tried to
corner.
lob him, yeah.
What
You know
a
what I
good
mean?
accident that was. You could tell he didn't mean that. It was just literally, I'm just going to hit
Did you see the way he banged the floor afterwards? You think that's accident?
Yeah, well, I think we've done it in excitement.
I actually like that.
I've done that. I couldn't do that in training.
Good accident. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Good accident.
Mane's goal drought over.
Yeah, I love that. I'm not gonna lie. That's my only Liverpool player. If I'm going to give credit,
Even though he should have went off.
even though he still went off.
Oh man, that
Do you know what?
first
Do you know
couple
what?
seconds
Yeah?
in the
I'm
game.
glad this has come. This part, yeah, with the elbow, because for me that's not a red.
No, it's yellow. It's definitely yellow.
It's definitely yellow.
It's not a red.
It's not a red.
It's not a red.
Because
It's
he's
too
got
early.
his eyes on the ball.
And it's too early to be a red.
It's not like he's gone. It's not like he's gone like that.
Yeah.
Like,
But in this
jump.
day and age,
But he knew
with
what
all
he
the
was
rules
doing.
and regulations,
Yeah.
He knew what he
Look,
was doing.
Yeah.
And the problem is in the league, it's the inconsistency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
it's in too inconsistent.
Even
Like next game,
VAR.
he would have probably got sent off.
VAR.
for that.
Yeah.
It's inconsistent.
Wow.
Yeah,
VAR last weekend.
But then it is the top team get it because even if it was another, if it was a Norwich or something like that,
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
it would.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Wow, man. Happy New Year, G. Yeah, no, VAR, they're taking a mick.
Yeah, they're all over.
Like,
And that's why British officials don't go to major tournaments no more
Yeah.
because they're just terrible.
Yeah.
We used to be elite. Like you'd have the
Oh,
ball that in Italian you,
I would wear-
and it'd be back. Yeah, back at them. None of them
It's
don't know where no more.
it's been about.
And they might let them run the line. You ain't repping them more often than
You
not,
don't run
bro.
the line, you're not refereeing, man.
Bro, this is a joke, bro.
It is, man. I mean, how can you just decide what penalty decisions you look at? Every penalty decision
I know
has
it's
to
a
be looked
joke.
at. You can't pick and choose.
Even though that Arsenal one,
Which one?
Wigan,
The Jacka one or
not
the one that on us?
Oh, yeah. When you look at different angles, it was like he got the ball.
Yeah.
You look at another angle, he didn't get the ball.
Yeah.
It was like, so I don't know on that one.
I think we deserve the least
Your
of draw.
penalty against City, nah. Too soft for me.
Oh,
Bernardo
City's
Silva.
penalty.
Yeah.
No,
Bernardo
no,
Silva
no,
was,
no,
he was going down.
It's a penalty.
No, but
He was going.
You know what it is, though?
He
You know what it
was
is?
going down.
You know what it is?
before.
You know what it is, bro?
What?
It's that it's Xhaka as well.
Listen.
Isn't it? It is the. It
He's
is
my
half-
guy, radical
Yeah,
level.
maybe.
It is who it is.
But the rule is don't pull a man's shirt.
Why you
Do
put
not
him
touch
on
a
shirt?
man's shirt.
Xhaka don't know how to not play dirty.
Yeah. So that would have gone as a penalty.
But
That's
he's
why I was upset they didn't foul my man before Everton scored.
he's your
He
captain
didn't
though.
let my man go past.
He's your captain though.
Who's up
Xhaka. He did not wear. Did you not wear your armband?
before?
No, he wore your armband in that match. When Lacazette came off, he wore the armband. So technically, he's your captain.
Right.
No, but isn't
So
that
we're picking here.
no? But isn't that
Back
true
to-
though?
Back to Chelsea.
Didn't-
Liverpool. Back to that goal.
Which one?
Kovacic.
Obviously.
Oh, that might be goal of the
Going
season.
back, sorry, he is special. I'm not gonna lie. When we talk about real quality midfielders, Kovacic, I didn't realise
He comes
how
from Barca,
good he is.
isn't
No, I'm not
No,
gonna
from
lie.
Madrid.
Yeah, when that goal went in, I went like this.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't score the goal. He does.
That might be goal. That might be goal of the season.
You know
Yeah, I
what?
reckon he could as well.
I think there was a few good goals. Dallas goal for Leeds and
Who's that?
Canister.
That
for
freak.
Aston Villa.
Yeah,
That was a good goal as well.
Yeah.
And Kone. The free kick. There was a few good goals over the Christmas period, but yeah, that's
There's
positive.
nothing you can do about that, bro.
It's the way he was stepping back. and he's just even the way he's hitting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Whole stitch stamping on the.
That's
And this is what I'm saying. You don't need to make that foul there, James. You didn't need to make that foul.
you don't need to.
Because that opportunity doesn't come.
And he done it just like 10 seconds or so before.
Yeah,
didn't
he don't
he?
make that
He
foul.
tried to do the same thing before as well.
So where do you think we go from here? Because obviously Man City over the Christmas period, they're the teams that's run away with the
Well, the
points.
title's over.
It's in Man City's hand. It's in Man City's hand.
We're kind of delaying going on to your team right now, isn't it? Like, it's kind of delaying, isn't it? I'm just asking, just kind of.
Listen, there's not you going off this one. Go on.
Yeah, it's in Man City's hand. We're more than capable of going on a run.
Yeah,
But the
Wait.
reality situation is
Run where?
Man-
Run to where?
we're more than capable. This guy, you know. We're more
I'm
than
just asking,
capable.
innit?
Yeah, have you seen my team play football over the last few
No,
years?
I just asked run to where, innit? Because they're going to run.
Bro. Let's just put my team in context and our ability.
But can
as
we
a
just
team.
can you just ask the
I'm
question? please?
about to answer
Okay,
the
cool.
question. My team is capable of going on sustaining runs, which will see us not employ centre backs and still make Europe when we were miles adrift. We're more than capable of going on a run. The problem with that is the run don't matter because Man City are also capable of matching everything we do, and they've already got if we win our game in hand, they've got what?
If we win our game in
Is
hand,
it like six or 8 points ahead of us?
It'll be 8 points now.
Yeah, like so.
But weren't you the
It's in
man?
there.
Weren't you man talking a couple of years ago saying, "Oh, you're gonna usher in a level of dominance"?
Yeah.
And sports mode. What happened to it?
Yeah.
Well, there's no sports mode this season.
Okay.
No, bro, give this to me, please.
There's no sports mode. this season.
When did you see?
Please,
Go on.
Again, I have to reiterate. They won the Premier League, yeah, the Champions League, the Super Cup.
It's a long time ago though.
No, it's not.
That was pre-COVID though.
It's a lot earlier than the last
Pre-COVID.
time we won the trophy.
It was pre-COVID though.
Bro, come on.
But we're not bragging about it.
This is a team that were just, what were they doing in the Prem? They were doing nothing.
But they've not-
You
they've only
brag about your 13 titles.
I know,
Your 13,
yeah.
didn't you?
I've not mentioned it. I've not mentioned it today.
No, but he does.
Wes has mentioned it today. You've mentioned it today. We don't mention it.
Well, I mean, Duke has mentioned
Duke's mentioned it. Oh, what about the 13 Premier League titles?
I mentioned it, bro.
And again,
just to remind you.
and again, I've got to tell
And
you,
we're bringing up the Champions League.
lucky number 13 is
Remind
unlucky.
you don't remind me that
You should not going to add to that for a very long time.
But we,
Because you were dominant
Long time.
for
It's
so
only 2
long,
years ago.
because you were dominant for so long, this is why you're not going to
Do
win.
you know what's happened?
Everyone's got to
in
have
2
their
years?
time.
Do you know now we have another new president inside America?
Yeah.
We've had a COVID
What's
pandemic
yeah.
that the world has never seen
That's
before.
fine. That's fine.
We're talking about since they what?
But
Since
we
they
won
won
the
last
Premier League in the COVID era, though.
so you're
When did you last win the Premier?
2013.
It's a long time ago though, that's what I'm saying. A
But
lot
they're
of
your
times-
neighbours.
They're not our neighbours.
They are your neighbours.
We're
But
your
all-
rivals.
But all I'm asking is when are them man gonna go into sports mode or all them things that you man were talking about a couple of years ago.
Okay,
That-
what you need to concern yourself
I'm just asking it.
is that we didn't even need sports mode to go to Old Trafford.
We just don't know.
Is it just one game?
Why?
Is it?
Just do this now, bro. Just do this now. Just
Come on, bro.
do
Is it
this
just-
now.
Come on. Sports mode.
On your own terms.
If Liverpool had played sports mode, what would the score have been?
Lies.
10-1, man. Even I don't want that with you, man. I don't want that with you. I don't want that with you.
You man.
We wasn't in sports mode when we played Arsenal.
Yeah.
What was that scoring
Well, I don't know about
3-2.
that. I'm just saying, I don't want that with you. 5-0.
So when we
in
played
second game was
Arsenal
enough.
and we wasn't in sports mode, I just want to know how did that pan out again? Oh, silence.
No, you lot won.
You won 3-2, but you
3-2.
didn't win convincingly.
Yeah, we did.
We don't need to break it
We did.
down. How do you win convincingly if you scored
Because 3-2.
If you scored
3.
it would have been 2-2.
That's not convincing.
It
3.
would have been 2-2,
It's still a win.
bro.
It's still a win is a win, right?
Who's
Win is a
the
win.
support, man?
You can tell he's a Liverpool man. He's just come in. You just spoiled Liverpool last season. You can tell. Yeah, I can tell you just spoiled Liverpool last season. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
This is
Where's it now?
all you and Duke are doing. It's that. But all you and Duke are
Tell
doing
us to send a
is
picture.
that.
Yeah.
And
Man,
you're
like-
throwing them out. It's actually getting a picture.
Done now.
What's that? The kit?
But okay, since Michael really wants to, let's go on to the Arsenal game.
No, let's
I'm
go.
gonna start with you. What is
One
you?
of Man City.
The Man City one. What have you got to say?
You lost. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
We
You
lost
lost.
to the Premier League champions and the current leaders. A game that we should have really drew.
Things
Should
are
really
deep
drew.
when you are celebrating losses.
Yeah, it's mad.
How am I celebrating?
Yeah, because
You just
no, it's
analyse
yeah,
the
it's actually bad when you
You put on a
you
good
you
performance.
lost and you're happy with how you. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy losing. I'm not a happy loser. I'm not a happy loser. I've never heard. I have never ever
You
heard.
see Martinelli take on
He's sick.
about
Yeah,
3
but
I've never heard a Man United player saying, "Oh, we lost."
To me, I don't care about Martinelli, and I don't mean it in a negative way.
Yeah.
We know what he does.
I wait for the picture though. Wait for the
old hat,
picture.
innit? It's
Is
old
it me, or
hat.
is he
Martinelli,
not a good
all the other top clubs should have tried and got that brother in it. We know that, innit?
He's not a good finisher though, so I mean,
But he's a baller, mate.
he's a baller, but he's not
Yeah.
a great finisher.
But I've never heard.
I don't know how, sorry, Mike. I don't know how he was ever in the 4th tier of Brazilian football. I don't get that.
Maybe he just can't finish. He's not a great finisher.
But I don't-
But like I'm saying, I've never heard a Man United
It smells
team
of Theo Walcott
saying,
when he first came.
"Oh yeah, true." I've never heard a Man United player and say we're happy with a loss. We'll never say that. That's not
He's happy with a loss.
what.
Trump's been happy with some losses.
Which
We've got it all on video.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all that was. He was happy.
Okay.
Still the same though,
That's
innit?
that's not elite
It's
mentality though.
11 players versus 11 players that lost.
No, oh sorry, it was 10. It was 10. It was 10. Remember, it was 10.
What, when you played?
No. When you man play C, remember it was 10. Yeah.
I'm not talking.
I want
I'm talking about
to.
you being happy with Man United losing.
Oh no. Let's address.
Yeah.
No, don't say
I was-
Oli. Forget all
I
of
was
that.
happy that it was putting pressure on Oli. I am never happy when my club loses. It means everything to me.
Roberto,
Elite is
we've got it on
I'm an
video.
elite fan.
We've got it on video.
Yeah,
You said I'm happy.
Remember- Remember El Sacchio? Remember El Sacchio?
El Sacco.
Remember El Sacco? Yeah, there you go. We was not happy. Tottenham were happy with a
Why are you
loss.
saying we? You're two separate individuals.
We are united.
No, they're
Not
not.
married.
They're
Yeah.
hive mind, bro. That's how they move.
We
Unless-
are united.
Unless he wants to be a pagan and leave him
Well,
alone,
what
bro.
have you got to say? Because we played well. We played very well. We lost.
You can play. Okay,
Didn't Party even turn up?
Party turned up.
boy.
Where was he at Old Trafford?
Sorry?
Love it when it goes silent like that.
No, but you say that this season, but what did he do last season at Old Trafford? Remember the Terry Crews picture with all the... That was Partey last season.
But it's
But we
funny.
still gotta play you again.
It's funny how you man just remember these situations in blips, like one match, like.
I said he didn't turn up at Old Trafford this season.
Yeah, but the
He turned
thing.
up at Old Trafford last season.
But why we only you guys only focus on one game? Like it's 38 games. Let's see where it end up in it.
What we're about to do now?
Now,
Right now.
No,
right now,
now.
right now.
Can you look in that camera and tell Carlos and tell
Joe.
Gary.
Gaza
Gary.
and tell Joe they're bad guys
And Richards.
for leaving Wes on his own. 'Cause that's what you tried to do.
Okay, I can do that. It's fair, it's fair. Who was it? Carlos, Gary, and Joe, yeah?
For me,
Carlos, Gary, Joe. Duke would like me to tell you you're bad guys for leaving Wes.
Doing man dirty. Doing man dirty.
Doing man dirty
Yeah.
like Mike did Duke. That's what I've been told
There
to
was
tell
only-
you.
That's
Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah?
Go on, Dan.
no, I was going to say, like, obviously, you weren't 1-0 up. For me, it was never a pen. That's what changed the whole game. Because then straight after the pen, you had that chance where, well, it wasn't exactly, it was more own goal where Laporte headed it over Ederson and then got cleared off the line by Aki or whatever it was.
And Martin
And
missed
yeah.
an open goal as well.
Yeah, that.
Trash.
And then
Trash.
straight after that, Gabriel got sent off.
Yeah.
And then that's what completely changed the game.
Yeah, that was his own fault.
Yeah,
No, I know that. I know that,
He's
but
terrible.
what changed the game is the penalty for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think the penalty was.
But also-
So you don't think Theo, what's his name?
Theo, stop
Martinelli, Theo.
Stop it.
I'm just saying, if he had got that chance away, that doesn't change.
Who Theo
What's it
Walcott?
does?
Theo Ellie.
Oh, Fioelli. Oh, Fioelli.
Hold on. Can we just get this right? Remember, Phil Walcott scored 100 goals.
Over
On
like,
the
Over
wing.
100
On the wing.
over like 20
For
seasons.
Arsenal.
Over like
Missed
20.
another
On the
300
wing.
sitters.
And you know what?
For every 100
I'll be real,
goals
Wes,
he scored,
and it's not a dig at you personally because I know how you feel about Mr. Walcott in that
Yeah.
respect. It's Arsenal fans' fault why these people think they can display Walcott.
Exactly.
Man got 100 goals on the wing
What's
for
Rashford
Arsenal.
on?
I know.
Yeah?
What's Rashford
No,
on?
no, no.
On the wing.
What's Rashford
But
on?
what I would-
If we remember clearly,
84.
was it Rashford's debut when he scored 2 goals against Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
How many goals are you on now
84.
for the club?
84.
Is that right?
You just pulled that one out
Just
the
like
air.
that.
84.
Big man, Mike. That's why I keep telling you. You don't need to put some respect on the
That's a lot of
bigness.
goals, mate.
That's a lot of goals.
Is that right?
Alright, well, wait for the. Before you check, send the picture though. Check the picture, send the picture though. Oh.
They're trying to get onto
Yeah.
you. He's a Liverpool fan.
I can't let me still. Everyone's checking.
So, like, even so, Theo Walcott scoring 100 goals.
Over.
Over 100 goals, sorry.
Players don't do
How
this.
many seasons is that? How many?
How long was Phil Walcott?
What was his Arsenal
10
career?
years.
10 years. Remember,
years.
and he had a lot of injuries. It's not. That's a good
How
return.
many did you say he's got?
Tell me how many he said.
Listen,
How many-
you don't have to.
Hold on.
How many did you say he's got?
84, he said.
Yeah.
Go on.
Nowhere near.
Go on.
57.
Unbelievable, bro. I actually believe.
I told you I though.
Big man Mike. Little man Mike.
I actually believe it, bro.
It's only 27 goals. What?
57
He'll get
goals.
Yeah, he'll get them.
90 appearances.
Theo Walcott.
Oh, did you hear what he said?
100
Did you
goals
hear
in
what
10
he
years,
said?
and
Did
you
you
not think that's a good
Did you
return?
hear? No.
That's 10 goals a season.
Bro, what I'm
Wait, let's compare it.
bro, what
How
I'm
many
saying
goals
to you
he
is, how many times do you really see players score 100 goals at a club?
If they stay for 10 years and they're an attacking
He
team,
was there for 25 years though.
It's quite a lot.
He was there for 25 years though.
It's quite regular. Yeah.
For players to score.
If they're there for 10 years plus, yeah.
You signed Walker at 16. How old is he now? When I was
10 years,
16.
that's 10 goals a season,
Bro,
return.
come on. You're
That
talking-
is actually 10 goals a
You're
season.
talking like Phil
Walcott
Walcott
scored
is
65 goals in 270 games.
That's
No, but he scored up.
That
That's
is
league goals,
trash.
right?
That's his league.
That is trash.
No, it's not, bro. I'm telling you.
What about Champions League?
Fiorelli.
But domestic league only.
Fiorelli.
Right, it's domestic league.
Fiorelli.
He's a winger, man.
Fiorelli.
Feel what?
Fiorelli. It's trash.
They always. But anyway, go on. What have you got to say about the? Because we've been wrestling again.
What were you-
The Man City game against Arsenal.
The better team won. I'm going to leave it as that. I'll draw you out. The better team won. The team that got 3 points is the better team. There you go. Simple as. What do you think?
They had 2 shots on target.
Well, even if they had 2 shots on goal, they still scored their 2 shots. And also, you Arsenal players, you Arsenal supporters are actually trash for your behaviour when they score that final goal, throwing bottles. You have no class. No class whatsoever.
I'm not being
No
rude.
class.
I'm not condoning that action. But if you're running to the away fan to slide in front of them,
That's
we know how football fans are.
But-
You're gonna get a reaction.
but that's the side he scored at though. That's what's he meant to run? Is he meant to run back to the others?
Saying Arsenal are one of the clubs that have this so-called accolade of being one of the safest environments to go to as in a football match. Didn't you say that?
To be fair, I'll go even further.
Please do.
Football grounds in general, because we're talking about knife crime, are not locations for high levels of knife crime. So yes, they are very
Trash behaviour.
But yet, you now are condoning the fact
No, I
that someone
never.
could have
Did
got
you hear what I said?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I said, right?
You two
That's not what I said.
fans. Hold on, no.
Throwing bombs.
So
Celebration.
you two
no,
are
I'm not saying
dissing
lies.
Arsenal fans. Didn't your players go to someone's house?
Damn,
Yeah.
And the rumour is, you was the one who organised that, G. Let's not forget, bro.
We wanted to have
You organised it.
we wanted to have a conversation. It wasn't aggressive. It was not aggressive. We just wanted to have a conversation.
Could he do that at like around 2 in the afternoon or maybe at 11 in the
Well,
morning, you know, at night?
that's we checked everyone's diaries and that's when they were aligned. Yeah, that we checked along. No, we didn't forget. Diaries were aligned. Diaries were aligned.
house.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you even find out where he lives?
Wait, hold on. When
It's not number 10 down.
when you was growing up, didn't your bridges
Down.
come knock for you?
Sorry?
Didn't your bridges come knock for when you was growing up?
What? How
When
do you compare
we
that?
went to go and knock for my man, we just went to go and check him. Still,
You went on crutch. You went on crutch.
Manchester player, can we have Cancelo's jewelry back? That's what I'm about. Cancelo's jewelry got, someone's light fingered him somewhere. Can we have it back?
What did that happen? What's that?
That was when he was in London playing Arsenal over Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas, I think.
How do you know it was Arsenal?
I don't know exactly where.
You can leave what was it? You can leave with 3 points, but not this.
Not your jewelry. Allegedly, well, yeah. That's what it is.
Listen, I heard Benjamin Mendy's out on bail, so.
No, but they had to. I'm not condoning their crime, but I thought to myself, when they moved him to Strange Ways, I thought he was coming out.
Oh, 100%.
Because how are you going to move someone to Strange Ways for their own safety?
To be honest,
That's unless you're putting him, unless he in solitary confinement. Strange Ways is probably the worst prison in the country to put him in for safety. So I thought he was getting bailed.
I know as well that the saying is, he's not been found guilty yet. But how can you be charged with 7 counts of rape against 2 or 3 different women or whatever it is, and a sexual assault, and you've been released on bail?
Can I interject? 2 words. Michael Jackson.
No. Stephen, he's not here today. That's Stephen.
I said Michael Jackson.
If Michael Jackson can get away with it and he was famous, how am I being sick?
You're sicko.
How am I being sicko? Michael Jackson got away with it. R. Kelly got away with it for so long. He's not gotten away with it for so long.
The actual evidence showing that he done it.
Yeah,
That's the
Bendy.
Bendy, yeah.
He's been charged.
I just think it's a big peak. Like, I'm not going to condemn anyone until
that's
the process is happening.
Yeah.
I just think it looked mad though. I'm sorry, if it was 1, I'm like, but it's like, but we're approaching double figures
That's
now,
what
bro.
I mean.
Yeah.
It's a bit
7
mad,
counts
bro.
of rape and 1
It's a bit,
sexual assault.
it's a bit mad, bro.
Nah, he's probably under house arrest and all that.
He is. He's under house arrest.
So-
He's been
so
told to
they-
give up his passport.
He's not really. When you,
You can't even have a phone.
is it the thing you've got to look at? Is it actual rape or is it just the girl?
No, he's right. 7 counts of rape and 1
Yeah,
sexual
but is it
assault.
that he took? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is that
That's his only case
And
he
the
had to
thing
argue.
is,
He got
happened
it.
Because I
October
know that they had the
2020
video
of
back
this
then.
last year.
Certain girls as well.
Yeah, certain girls. Yeah.
What? They'll throw you under the bus.
Right. My issue is this: because there's so many, I'm very mindful.
Do you think?
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate.
Do you think we'll play for City again?
No.
She won't.
No.
Let me play devil's advocate quickly. Yeah? So there's a show on YouTube called Unsung. So Unsung tells about the stories of like music stars. Yeah. So I was watching Unsung, and then you know what I'm talking about, and they were saying I was watching Montel Jordan one. So I'm going to say 2 things. So the first one was the record label said to Montel Jordan, "You're not allowed to say that you're married." In an interview, if they ask you if you've got anyone special in your life, you say you're married to the music, yeah? Now, girls were coming out, you know, This Is How We Do It, he's got some other songs, yeah? Girls were coming out to the concerts to sleep with Montel. Forget the concert, forget the hour, whatever.
Yeah.
We're coming to sleep with this guy tonight, yeah? When he goes to the hotel, we're going to have £500, we're going to pay the hotel staff to get us in the room.
Yeah.
So even before he comes in the room, we're in there.
there.
This happens with footballers. This has been happening with footballers. So again, that's why, like you're saying, we can't really say too much.
It's a madness, and I'm very cool because the numbers are stacking up. I'm very like.
But then, Rob, we said a couple of weeks ago on the show that even when I think we were talking about coming in for money and how life changes. And just different kind of scenarios present themselves that you wouldn't be used to or accustomed to.
We were talking about doing our due diligence.
The same thing.
Yeah, you have to do your due diligence, bro.
Yeah, you. It's very easy to get caught up in the wrong circle because people are coming in wolves dressed as sheep easily, isn't it?
Bro, I'll be real here. A part of me, and it's gonna sound very controversial. A part of me thinks those people with that profile should just deal with that high-end prostitutes.
Yeah, straight.
Because it's too deep, bro. This is too deep. And I'm not again.
No, you know.
I'm Mendy aside. I'm just talking Mendy aside. That's all a bit mad for me. But it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, just
again, you got
Because you never, because if he gets off, sorry to cut you, if he gets off on all counts, his career's done. His career's effectively done.
It's like Adam Johnson.
You can't.
Accusation is
off, bro.
Accusation is
Because it's 8.
It is
Because no one's gonna fully believe you that 8 women came forward. Theoretically, I'm not saying. Once you get labelled, you're done. You're done.
It's over. It's gonna hang over your head.
And he's all found not guilty.
Again, look at what he said, Michael Jackson.
To be
Got
fair, I
found
think
not
it's so much
guilty, but that last case finished him.
I don't think it's so much the allegations that's going to be the problem. I think the problem will be he's lost time on the field.
Now, but Mud Sticks, he'll get that back, bro. He's an
He won't,
athlete,
bro.
bro.
You've got to think that's going to be 2 years out of his life.
Bro,
you
you'll
ain't
get that back,
You can't
bro.
sit out 2 years and go play for
We've seen players, we've seen Maradona get done for
That's a
coke and
different
get
time
banned.
frame,
But
bro.
I'm just saying, he can,
Different time
bro,
frame.
he's an athlete. He
You
can.
think Bentley can sit out for 2 years? But how long?
Say that again?
I'll say again.
Say who did you say, sorry?
Mendy.
Yeah.
He's sitting out for 2 years,
Yeah.
football-wise, and get back into the City squad.
No, but he can play. He can play professional.
That's it. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Time.
No, I wouldn't even think he'd have to go. Look, I think with training, he can play for a Premier League team again after 2 years out. It is possible.
Probably around Liverpool. Probably around Liverpool's level.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
I think these guys are athletes. I
He'd
think.
probably go to Norwich or somewhere.
Newcastle buy him, I tell you that now.
Maybe. But anyway.
Newcastle buy him, man.
But ultimately, I just think Mud Sticks in
He
these
needs to go
scenarios.
away,
He's done.
because he's going to get murdered. When
Oh,
he
100%.
comes out of the pit.
The media,
The media will
alone will murder him. But again, the only point I was going to say is like, I don't know, Beyonce and Rihanna coming to do a show in London. If we all go to the hotel, who's getting into that room? Do you know what I'm saying? But a male, any male singer, rapper, you send a bunch of girls, I guarantee you,
They're getting in the
you're
room.
getting in the room. And that's the difference. Do you know what I mean? Again, it goes down to what we say, you know, as guys,
But I
we
think
can
these
be
guys.
low.
Yeah, I just think, in general, I'm not talking about him because, like I said, that case is mad, so I'm not touching that with a barge pole. But in general, guys, I just think probably go with high-end prostitutes or something because it's a bit, it's long. It's long,
It's
bro.
too much trouble.
It's long. It's not worth
Too
it.
much money to lose, lawyer fees are low, the whole madness.
And even then, you need the camera.
Bro, I'm just
You don't-
advocating
something else.
going to prostitutes on camera.
You need to pay that.
I've never done that, by the way, but
And just really quickly before we finish, and what happened to my man from Everton?
no one's heard of
said
it.
nothing.
Because this is, and to be,
Adam
when,
Johnson,
when,
you say?
No,
no, Sigurdsson.
Sigurdsson, sorry.
And that was with an underage, didn't it? And do you know what's mad about that? And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying, oh, he should get a pass because that's a lesser. But that's a very serious crime as well, and no one's talking about it.
No one's talking about it.
Which is very worrying.
Very.
But, oh my God, it's very worrying. Very worrying.
We took off camera.
Yeah, that's very worrying.
But,
Because we should be getting regular updates on what's going on there with that too. You know what I mean?
Problem is, no one cares because it's not a big enough profile.
I don't think that's the only reason though.
That is one thing.
No, but didn't my man play for like Middlesbrough or something?
Who?
When my man got done.
Adam Johnson?
Yeah, when he had Middlesbrough.
He was at
Sunderland, sorry.
Yeah, but he had the whole playing for Man City.
Yeah, but he's an England player as well.
Yeah.
What's going on with your captain or your captain situation? It's a bit doing a bit of hydraulics.
So, thank you for joining us this week. We'll be back next week.
There was there.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay.
I'm out of here. Shalom.